Hi, JT Morgan here again, and this is our last video on this about how the program works and what we do here at Badass Sober Companion. I'd like to think of myself as more of a coach really than a companion. I think companion is a word that people are using now. I like to think of myself as more of a coach. The idea is to give you tools to use that when I leave your life, you can go back to what you're doing and you will have some solid principles to put into action to keep yourself sober. And you will have started to create some habits and some things that you do on a daily basis to keep yourself focused on your sobriety and to keep yourself focused on you. And that's one of the most important things. This is kind of a greedy thing. So ultimately, what we'd like to do is spend 30 days together. And what I do is I have you pay $10,000 up front for the first 5 days. And after 5 days, we sit down and we talk and we see if this is working for you. If it is working for you, then we will continue and you will pay the remainder of the month. If it's not working for you and you've decided that this isn't what you want to do, then I give you back $5,000 of that deposit. This means that I get paid for the time that I spent with you, but you haven't made the commitment. It's a little bit like the carrot we put out there, and so you'll have something to strive for. And the reason I like to get paid for the rest of the month is because my experience has been it's somewhere around day 14 to 20, there's kind of a meltdown and that happens. And when you've already paid for the program up front, it's far harder for you to turn around and say, you're fired, or get out of here, or I don't want to do this anymore, or I'm done, get out. So this keeps you some incentive to keep on going, a financial incentive, also a time incentive. You've already put all this time into it. It's a long time to turn around, and this is almost universal that you get halfway through it and you start to have all these questions and all these problems with the program. It's natural to feel that way. Every day is not going to feel like this, kumbaya experience. This is hard work, takes discipline, and takes perseverance. But when you start to get to the other side, you start to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You'll see it's so worth it. This is the best money you'll ever spend in your life is with this program when we get through with our 30 days. You will see how you've grown, and we will do that through 3 simple prongs that do it: acceptance, action, and acclimate. Accepting that you have a problem, you're an addict, you're an alcoholic, it's never going to change. Action, by getting into and creating new habits for your new life, getting in touch with your body again, getting in touch with your emotions and your mind again, getting a feeling of living again, and acclimate, doing things over and over again, just like you used every day. It became progressive. It didn't start overnight. You weren't, a junkie or an alcoholic overnight. It took time. This is going to take time too. And that's where acclimate comes in. You get used to this new life. You start putting in these new habits. You start getting and gaining gratitude for what's been given to you. You start doing new habits of getting in touch with your body again, eating right, and expressing yourself to your friends, your co-workers, your family, your wife, your lover, whoever it is in your life. Getting in touch with them, showing them the new side of yourself. So these are the things that we work on. It doesn't happen overnight. We can sometimes, depending on the client, do shorter programs if that's what it calls for. Everyone's different. We'll sit down. We have a full consultation before we ever get started, before you pay a dime, before you sign anything or anything like that. We would sit down and talk. You might not be right for this. I might look at you and say, you're not ready yet. You still want to drink and drug, and you need to go out there and do some more research, as we like to say. But chances are, if you're watching this, you're intrigued with what you see, you're ready. And if you are ready, please call the number at the end of the video, get in touch with us, call BadassSoberCompanion.com and get in touch with my secretary, Rachel, or myself, and we will plan a consultation, and we can get started as soon as you're ready. I look forward to speaking to you. Remember, live in the light.